thank you for coming to this show today. I'm really excited to connect with you for this special event. Soul Connection in Love, Twin Flames. So we are having a special guest today, at present of your time of the day, Chandra-La. She's an amazing, my psychic sister, and with a beautiful soul and passion for love. When I need to boost my love energy, she's the one that to encourage that part of me to ignite. So it's perfect to invite her to our special event for love and relationship. And let's explore the mysterious part of a human being or experiences and the soul connection and love and relationship partner and how we sense and know this connection as a soulmate, and then also the twin flame that I notice many people are starting to give focus on this two different things. So hoping to cover these topics that with you today at your time of your day. So me and Chandra-La is been reading all these energies around, especially particularly the love and relationship, and we experimented so many method of intuitive abilities such as telepathy, remote viewing, and energy shift, and predictions, and past life connection, and then you can think of anything that we want to know about love and relationship for over a decade. And the unique things about both of us as that we share in the actual physical reality in each other's experience as a parallel reality. So let me invite Chandra-La. Hello.
Hello, JuneUniverse.
Thank you for coming for this power talk of soul connection in love and twin flame.
Thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you for coming. So, how are you?
I'm feeling good. I feel the energy is very grounded right now. I feel the energy is really optimum so that we can discuss this love and relationship and soulmate and twin flame connections for the love special.
That's wonderful. So, let us do some being current exercise that I usually connect with everyone to check
That sounds perfect.
check where we are at this present moment, just scanning from the top of our head, then going down to the mind area and the heart, and then just scan it where we are, where you are, where we are right now. And then notice the feeling that what kind of feeling that you're noticing at your chest area. I feel excited having you at the show as a special guest. My heart is smiling. I can see the smile in my heart. So
Well, you're feeling my smile too.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I'm smiling too.
That's wonderful. So I hope that everybody listening sensing what is happening in your heart area and then going down to the feet. And
we're holding the space too for all of these people, sending love out to all of the podcast listeners. Just sending love to everyone, a love vibration energy that is truly grounded, loving, source energy that we can send out to all of the listeners today.
Thank you. So let us take a deep, long breath together, counting 3 from nose. 1 now. 2, 3. Hold it. Hold it. And release. The second time, we like to invite all the love energy around us and within us from intaking the air from the nose, counting 3 now. 1, 2, 3. And then the last one with the silence, as if we hugged by this silence, intaking all the air around us from the nose. Go. Thank you. Ooh, I feel so.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Folks, so connected.
Yes. It feels good.
Yeah, it does. So we are just talking about the how do we know about there isn't a soul connection when you meet that person, and when I personally connect as this person as like a this must be a soul connection is from the eyes, that when I look at that person's eye, and some part of me is giving me information, not the thinking part. But as you said, the magnet, maybe the heart connected or like the knowingness of the soul. I think the eye is the key to know that the other person is something to do with the soul connection.
Yes, I believe so, because I feel like eyes, like they say, are the windows to the soul.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at someone in the eye, even if it's a photograph, there's some kind of recognition. There's some kind of energy that can flow from the eyes from one human being to another. I mean, we look at digital images all the time with social media,
right?
And, the internet, and we can sense things about people from even photographs. And
is that because perhaps we are psychics? That's what we said.
Well, that does help. That does help. But you don't have to be a trained psychic to be able to feel connected, as we know. You can feel energy from someone's picture radiating through this invisible energetic waves.
Yeah, maybe that could be an interesting
planet.
That could be an interesting question, that perhaps in case of me is like I could connect through eyes, but maybe some other people like see an aura around the head, or like, some sort of energetic field perhaps for some people. That would be an interesting things to know, how other people recognize that's there must be must be the soul connection.
That's so true, June, because I happen to be very good friends with a wonderful physicist who has written books about seeing auras, and she even has a book on aura meditations. And it's Cynthia Sue Larson. She's a physicist from Berkeley. And I've met with her a few times, and we've gone out socially. She's a lovely person, and I've kept in touch with her over the years. And so she can still see auras, but she says that children can see auras. And as we get older, we lose that ability. So we have to figure out how we can see auras again. And so there's a way of doing that. There's meditations. There's, we can train our brains to see them again. We somehow lose that ability as we get older. That is one way. That is one way to read it. And then the other way, I like what you said, because, eyes really do communicate a lot of information.
Yeah. Eyes are given so many information. Eye talks, right? It's like
the
eyes
eyes
are.
speak. You know how they talk about people with a twinkle in their eye. They love life. They've got a little spark. So, the eye, and also you can see in somebody who's really sad or depressed.
Oh, yeah.
Dead look in their eye, and that's not attractive. You're not attracted to that. So it's like people with a spark in their eye, and there's something or a mystery about the way they look through. We have all these old movie star photos that we can look at, and we see why they're famous. They kind of communicate some energy that really is magnetized.
Yeah.
That's why they're moving.
Magnetizing. Yeah.
Yes. And again, it goes back to this magnet thing where there's no logic at why we're magnetized to other people. It's just magnets don't use logic. They are just magnetized. Two forces, it's energy. It's just like two magnets are going to be pulled together.
Right.
Like attracts like. It's the energy.
This is like
I say trust the magnet.
It's like
you're magnetized to someone, there's a reason. So find out what that reason is. Just learn. Every relationship is an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to get a lesson. So it may not be the right relationship for long term, but you can learn a lot from each other in the moment.
Right. So it's like a magnetized, and then we must trust that knowing, like a feeling, because it's something coming from outside of thinking, analytic, because the magnet, there's no logic, right? So it's like, and then trusting that sensors giving you that, hey, they're feeling like a pulse, like a connections, and then you must take action, right? Then it's like allowing self to take action, knowing that there's a magnet. Like when you think about that, oh, this must be magnet because the shape is square, and then this is my favorite shape, and then this is, all these calculation things, and then it's kind of it's a twisted, it's like a fake soul, wishful thinking soul connection or something like that.
Yeah, because, the reason why you're magnetized to another person, you don't need to use logic in figuring that information out, because it's the soul. It's from the higher self pulling you to another person. It's not the logical self, the ego self telling you that, oh, I have to be with a person, he's so sexy, or she's so hot in a bikini. So it's more of this feeling of attraction, that something is pulling you to that person. There's an energy. There's a wisdom that you can't even explain. There's this magnetizing feeling that you feel in your gut.
Yeah, the gut is like, gut, right? It's like it's around the belly button. It's like energetic, but it's like the behind the stomach area or something like that. It's like behind the room for the dessert in the stomach or somewhere around there. It's like so sweet. It's sort of like, I don't know. It's a sort of sense that when we are excited, our heart is becoming amusing feeling, and then similar to the gut around the core area, it's like a knowing pulls of like, this must be something, there's a connection, or what is this?
Well, June, that's why they say you get butterflies in the stomach, right?
Oh.
You get it,
Uh-huh.
right? Get it? It's like, oh, you feel it there, right? Everybody's like, oh, I get butterflies in my tummy when I'm around him. You know, I just feel butterflies. And then there's all of a sudden a forest of butterflies. and then that feeling is so enticing, and you just want more. And so that's the magnet. That is the energy that's pulling you towards another person.
Right.
In the love energy sector, you know, in the relationship sector.
And then
So
there's it's
energy.
like the feeling of like there's no reason, because don't know why, but somehow need to be connected. Like I need to get to know that person. And that's how I
Yes.
feel. Like it regardless of like a romantic relationship extension, or just that the person's like, hey, this person seems to be, got to get to know somehow. And
yeah, it's like a kindred spirit. You feel this a soul knowing, a connection that any connection with that person is going to give you a rush, probably
right,
a dopamine rush. You know,
right.
You're gonna feel it in your body when you connect with a person like that. You'll know because the chemicals will work. You know, our physical bodies will produce chemicals that will tell us. And again, the butterflies in the stomach is a really good indicator that you're interested in that person. So it's saying that, wow, I need to know you better. I want to get to know you. I want to know who you are. And so that's a great indicator that you might be, on the right connection, on the right path of connecting with another person.
Right. And then from there, you get to explore it. Like you get to take that journey to get to know that person, and there you go. That's the beginning of the beginning.
That's the beginning. That's how all great love stories begin, right? It's the magnet. It's the magnet in the pool, and then we get the physiological indicators that tell us energetically and physically that we want to get to know that person. Who is this person? I want to know them better. I want to experience what is their mind like? How do we relate together? And then as you get to know the person, these things are amplified through communication, however that form may be. And then you get a better awareness of where this might be going.
Right.
And it can be very exciting because I just heard a wonderful story at my gym recently. A friend of mine at the gym told me that her sister met a guy online, and they were interacting back and forth intensely for a week. Then they met, and they knew each other for a week, and then they got engaged because they were completely sure that they were soulmates. They just knew. They were soulmates. They had everything that was perfectly in line. They had all of the balances in place. They felt so connected. And in 1 week, they got married, and they've been married for 4 years. And she says they're still inseparable and completely happily married and are like the model of like the perfect love relationship. And both of them had no idea that would ever happen.
Wow.
And it just happened. You know, it's so inspiring to people because it does happen. It does happen.
So it does comes down to being open to follow when you feel the magnet. Like be open and allow that feel to guide as trusting self.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
And
That's
trusting self. And they were both perfectly open and single and available and open, and their energy and their magnetic force was, and then they got to know each other, and they didn't need that much time.
So then
many people need a lot more time.
So then
they were able to determine that in a short amount of time because they were both in this space of being really healthy with one another in their own self-love, and where they were both fitness fanatics, and they're both really successful in their careers, and both very, very much wanting to attract the same kind of partner, and the timing was right, and they met online, and they only needed to be together for a week, and they knew they wanted to be together forever. So this can happen. So I wanted to convey that story because I just heard it recently, and I felt it was inspiring because, no, not everybody, and most of us don't have that kind of, positive love, relationship, interaction with other people. We have obstacles, we have our own blockages, and we have our own issues and, circumstances, but we can be open to it, like you said.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I think
and when you're open, that draws it in. That draws in that magnetic force.
So the point would be that when you are kind of the person want to really like embodying it, but it's like knowing specifically like the quality. It's just like planning some business or something. Knowing the key element and then be open to, because maybe the universe has a better idea to fit in to the feeding, right? Because we our experience is limited, and then we want to find some intimate relationship like amazing, never experienced in this lifetime with the soulmate, right? So the key is to being open, knowing that feeling, this could be the possibility, not so much calculation to it. But that balance could be it's everything of the manifestation, like embodying as a new reality is the same thing. But this soulmate one, when you smell the soul, or like from after when look at the other person's eye and smell it, that's my way. Like oh, this smells right. It's not the soap smells or anything, but just the soul smell, like a spirit. It's like smells so familiar.
Yeah, and for you, that smell feeling is a really it resonates, right? But for some
Yeah,
people,
my psychic nose is like smelling better than German Shepherd, so to speak.
Right, or dirty cheese,
Yeah.
smelly socks. We've had experience with the smelly socks,
But manipulated by spices and salt and peppers and stuff.
Right. So, whatever sense gives you that element, like I agree with you, because you may smell it, somebody else may taste it, somebody else may hear it in their mind, or just whatever. You're able to connect on some level of using your senses, and maybe all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that you said the sensing. But I also love what you said, June. You do this wonderful thing in your podcast where you ask the listeners to, how do you want to feel how do you want to feel in the relationship to what it is you're asking? How do you want to feel after you get the reading? How do you want to feel before the reading? Asking them, you always ground them and ask them how they want to feel. And I really like that. And
Thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
I really, really I do. And I think that's really good because, to me, feeling words have impact. Feeling words, how I feel, how I embody something. So let's pose the question to the listeners today. How do you want to feel
in
a love relationship?
Right.
How do you want to feel in a love relationship? And embody that feeling. How does it feel to be in a love relationship that is so satisfying to you that you feel it in your whole being? And really feel it. So let's talk about feeling words and like, how do you feel? What can we offer them in terms of feeling?
Yeah,
Let's get them there.
when we are in that together space with really feel the soul connected human being, as in your physical body, like let's say I'm in a female body and then you're also, and then the other person is in the soul connection to feel that romantic intentions and having that whole being is vibrating is sweet and sexy and
Right.
still in who you are and who I am in own body, and then noticing the other person and feeling so fitting in each levels, the the temperature of own body and the other person's, because I have a cold body and the other person has a warmer temperature body. Well, it's important because all souls are in a physical body, right? So the feel.
This might be hard to convey on a podcast, but everybody can identify with it in real life. So yes, I get your. I love this too because it's true. It's you have to. But how do you feel in if you're feeling that emotion going through your body and feeling the feeling in the moment? You're going to feel sensations inside your body. So
yeah, and then
I love that.
And then when you feel
that motion.
So when you feel that your heart is pulling all the muscle of your face and on your cheeks going up and can release the muscle around the cheek area, that's the sign. That's the excitement. Then when you keep laughing like this is like a really open up love, heart chakra open state that we are holding right now here.
Yeah,
So the laughter and the warmth from inside our heart and then the entire body is like gradually reflecting that love energy. Like the soul is like opened up and spirit is ready to feel that ideal love. So and then
let's send that out to everybody. Let's send it out to them. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's send that feeling out, and then all of you are listening. You take it in. We're going to send it out to you.
So yeah.
Feel yes, we're embodying.
Yeah. Let us take this good energy intaking from the nose, counting deep breath together, counting 1 now. From the nose. 2, 3, and feel the old, exciting, loving energy in your stomach and release it from the mouth. One more time. Now that this loving energy from all around us taken into a body from the nose, counting 1, 2, 3. Hold it. And this is like, I like this cozy feeling that the inside of my body feels really cozy now, because like the exciting love energy warming up in our body is like feel like wrapped around with the air, the energy that we took with this deep breath, and then like a really like a hugging from this group energy. I really like
Doesn't it feel like being by a fire? It feels like being warmed by a fire. It feels so comforting and it feels really good. And when people are holding the space like this, and that's what we're doing for all the listeners tonight, we're sending that very comforting energy and a good space for you to get into, and you could do this every day.
Yeah.
To get yourself in the energetic flow of drawing in that same vibrational energy.
I just love your energy, Chandra-La. Like, you're passionate, feminine, like loving, heart opened, so brilliant, like sparkling love that I'm sensing in your voice and your soul. So thank you for sharing that to us tonight. It's like
Thank you for having me.
A really good for exercising, like invite in that love to feel the feel of we are magnetizing the soul connected person.
I love your energy return system because it's asking people only just to send positive energy to all of the readings and all of the wishes and the energy for all of the people collectively. And we can send love out to the whole world. We can send a vibration out right now that could give ripples that are magnetized at such a level that we have no idea the effect. We can send it to millions of people just sending that energy. You know, it's amazing.
So there is no concept of time. I mean, all happening now. Then we are doing this special podcast for Valentine's Day special, the energy of love. But maybe you're listening in the summertime, So, but at this present moment, this love energy, like we are now igniting, giving our focus on the soul connection and the intimate love and the feeling that we want to feel when we connect with that so deep connected human being. It's always available here. When your time of your creation, that when we want to connect with this love energy. So when we are, or you are, or listener, you are looking for the one or already in the one with the relationship, and to stimulate, like just to put a little bit of fire, like a extra energy to shift the dynamic in a more better, fulfilling way. This is really useful, I think. It's really like an energy return system in a way that we are encouraged to be connected, because everything is happening in the right timing. And so when we are talking like this energy, I really love the talk that we have, especially for the soul connection. We need to cover of the twin flame, actually. So this topic is really...
I feel like we might want to save that for part 2, because that is a difficult energy that it's on this is a newer paradigm, I think, that is really happening on the planet right now for soul's higher purpose.
I think so.
But I feel like people have questions about it, and some people have never even heard of it.
Right.
So we might want to save that one for part 2, because I feel like we might want to, expound upon that energy, because it is actually a really difficult energy. So I think we can tackle that. It's more difficult, but it's great when it's But what it is it's an intenser, it's so intense.
Yeah.
People have so much drama around it. So I think that might be better for the next episode. And I love that we're doing both, because soulmates can be people in your family, your soul family.
That's what I exactly wanted to talk about. So psychic sister.
You and I are in sync, June. See, June and I have done some amazing work together and had a lot of wonderful experiences and have shared a lot of.
It's a parallel reality that if you're familiar with that concept, like me and Chandra-La, like we've been doing energy work over a decade, and then especially focusing somehow the encourage to connect in terms of soul connections and love and relationship and all that arena. And what happening in the actual physical reality, the synchronicity comes and then we track all what happened when in a linear time schedule, and then we recognize that the parallel reality in with the cycle in like a 2 year cycle, and then it's like it's a it's an interesting universal game that they are planning on a reality creation, but it's like a reality show, parallel reality psychic show kind of experience we have.
It's a parallel reality show. June and I, June and Chandra have a parallel reality show going on, and as psychics, it's really exciting because we can track parallel things happening in a whole nother aspect that most people would not see. So it's really fun for us because we can track it.
Yeah, such a gift to be able to share the track record for the last decade,
I know, literally. We have been tracking parallel information, psychic information, and what's happening in the universe energetically, and we've been able to track things that we could probably write a book about. Maybe we will. But, but that's why we're doing. We finally decided to. She invited me on her wonderful podcast, and I'm so delighted because I can share with you some of the things that we talk about when we have our private conversations.
because these topics are very sensitive and personal in a traditional way, and then one of the wonderful things about that we connected this intuitive energy community is that we can get the insight without telling about own things anonymously. So that's the knowing, the foundation of the knowing without knowing that personal story, but still be able to support and send the energy and an energy return system coming back to bring some reflection of what you are providing. So that's a magical way to get to know each other and support one another, to share that existed like a presence in the community. So thank you. Really appreciate that you are participating tonight podcast. Speaking back to the soul connection, and it can be family, like it doesn't need to be the lover in an intimate relationship. And then sometimes it's confusing, the feeling, because we feel so close and so familiar, and that feeling can be like maybe as a brother or something in a past life.
Right, because, and like you and I have always felt like psychic sisters. We just always have these parallel things happening, and we're able to connect and energetically be able to give each other great intuitive advice. And I have this, and I know you do too, with other friends, where we can impart that energy, and we feel like they're a soul sister, and we feel like they're, or even a soul brother. You have people that you feel like they're in your soul family. And then some people you feel romantically attracted to, you have a passion for. And so that's not to be discounted at all. We are focusing on that more because it's the love special, and it's the Valentine's month. So, but this is kind of encompassing all of those things because we want to let's honor all of those relationships, and most of all, self-love. People, I really feel this is the important message that we need to impart to everyone, June, is everything starts with self-love.
Oh.
everything.
Thank you.
It's seriously, it's
Thank you,
so
thank you,
important.
thank you. Thank you,
No
thank you,
matter
thank you.
wherever you are in your life, in your relationships,
Mm-hmm.
whether you're married, single, in a partnership, in a casual relationship, wherever you are, really, let's send ourselves love, self-love. You will never be able to be close and intimate with anyone until you learn to love yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's like
and that is so important.
That is,
And
thank you for that reminder and sharing. That is the most important things. And the paradox I want to share is that when you are looking for a partner, and that's natural to go out and look for someone, it's like going to someone. I need to laugh at myself. Just the past memory came from our experiences, but just so, but it's not gonna happen that way. It's like you have a space within us, and in the sense of have it come to us. It's about the synchronicity too. It's like when you go look for synchronicity, it's very hard to look for synchronicity, but when you are aware, know that when it comes, and then take it kind of the stance to relate to, you are embodying outcome, and then it's different. The magnet works in a different way. Right,
the magnet works a different way because all of a sudden you're noticing the synchronicities instead of looking for them. You're the noticer, right? You're noticing because you're in the present moment. You're loving yourself. You're feeling the energy. It's flowing through you, like that meditation we just did. You go back and you listen to that. And you just do that every day. Watch. You will start to see synchronicity.
Right.
You will. You'll attract it. You'll attract synchronicity, and you will notice these meaningful connections to things that you want, things that you put out into the universe, things that you are trying to magnetize. All of a sudden, they come to you naturally. You're not trying for them. You're not grasping for them. That is the opposite of what you should be doing. And this is what people tend to do in love, too. I want love. I want love. Give me love. I need love now. Give me love.
And there was like...
Love doesn't come. You get a messy relationship, and you have a bunch of unfulfilling things that are happening to you. I've seen it. I've seen it with numerous people. And
this is the sign that when you think about the soul connection in the mind area without using the magnet, you can get from this behavior. Like when you go to someone, like, are you the one? You're my soulmate. Or the next, are you the one? Or maybe are you the one? You're the one. If you notice yourself doing it, then you are thinking intimately noticing that behavior, then you must be using your mind, not the magnet in the soul, connection built-in organic magnet. So we are encouraged to be authentically clean up a magnet and then have that come to us. Thank you for participating in this love special. Soul Connection in Love, Twin Flame. This is JuneUniverse. I'm giving a special gift for lovers. Intimate love and relationships. If this is for you, email me with no detail information. My service is available worldwide by an hour on phone with internet access. Please visit www.thatfutureforecaster.com, www.thatfutureforecaster.com. Look forward to intuiting your needs. Having a special guest, Chandra-La. Thank you. We see you at part 2. Until then, bye.